Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. And it's weekly reading for the week of August 19th to the 25th. Your cards this week, Pisces, energies leaving, completing or transitioning. You have the Six of Swords. Focus energies this week we have the Eight of Pentacles clarified with the Lovers. And we have the King of Pentacles coming in towards the end of the week. So recent past here, Pisces, we have the Six of Swords which came out together with the Queen of Swords. So, the Six of Swords is about making that necessary rite of passage to move on from a situation that, was tumultuous in some way. You can see the choppy waters here. That could have been, this is a general reading, so it's hard to tell exactly what it is. Could have been a relationship that was stressful, argumentative, rocky, that kind of thing, literally rocked the boat. Could have been a work situation that was making you feel unstable, insecure in some way. But under the Queen of Swords, I think you got to a point where you could see things clearly for what they were, and you decided to basically cut the cords, cut the ties with that situation and move on. And I think, it took you a while to probably come to this point where, you actually logically saw the situation through your the intellectual capability of the swords, and you could really start to, establish your boundaries and cut yourself free from the situation. So the Six of Swords, talks about, moving on from that situation to a much calmer place, a place that's much more tranquil. And, this might be in your recent past, as in, several months ago. I'm not sort of talking about last week, because it's probably been a little bit of time elapsing between that and what I see coming in for you this week. However, the reminder with the Six of Swords is to, if possible, carry on with an empty vessel rather than bringing all these swords, the memories, the baggage, the harsh words that might have been said, all those kind of things with you. You really sort of need to try and let go, to try and cut yourself free, because that is the key to sort of, sitting in your throne of power and holding your sword of victory. Because it probably wasn't an easy move for you. You can see this person in the boat here sort of hold to head and sort of shame or grief. So, you may have really wanted this situation to work out, but unfortunately it didn't, and you had to move on because you knew it was the right thing for you, and you really needed to establish that sense of peace and calm in your life again. So you've chosen to move on, or some of you might be still in the process of moving on or making that decision. But either way, I feel that with what's coming in for you this week, that you actually start to rebuild your life quite rapidly after that. It's really interesting that sometimes once we move on from a situation, that especially one that we might have stayed in for too long, as soon as that space is there, something comes in, something can come in to fill it. And the universe might have been giving you signs for a while, to end this situation because it wanted to bring something in that was much more aligned with your heart. And that's what I see here, guys. So this week we have let's start with the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles shows someone literally carving themselves out a new direction here, chiseling out these pentacles, taking control of their life and starting to carve out the path that suits them best and putting the work in themselves. So, if you were dealing with a work or study situation, this could be you actually reskilling in a new direction so that you can really get that job that's going to align with you 100%, the kind of job or situation that you can have the progression that you desire. If it's a relationship situation, you might be doing some self-development. You might be really thinking deeply about, what you really, really want in the situation, and you're taking the active steps to come into a place of, under the Eight energy here, into a place of mastery and power. So you can really bring to you what really truly aligns. Now underneath that, I drew a second card for that position there, guys, and we've got the Page of Swords. So, the Page of Swords can be the Wind of Change card. So I really feel strongly that after creating this space and moving on from the situation, all of a sudden this Page of Swords energy can come in, literally twirls that sword and, changes the wind for you. So, something could come in for you this week. Now, the Page of Swords does have that air sign energy. Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. So it could be somebody that, you know, of that sign that actually has some kind of link to what happens, introduces you to someone or something, or say something that kind of starts something off for you with the page. It could be somebody who's younger than you or in a less senior position for you, something like that. But, you know, what it's saying to me this week is that, you know, the change is already upon you. There's already the energy there for something more fulfilling to come in for you. And, you know, we have that combination clarified with the Lovers here. So the Lovers being the biggest card of matters of the heart. So literally it could be, you know, this could mean several things this week. It could literally be somebody coming in with an offer of love, a date, a connection, a new friendship, a new business partnership, that kind of thing. It could be you finding that course or that new role that actually fulfills you at a heart level. It's something like that. Or it could be you moving into a place of self-love and self-appreciation and building your self-worth so that you're really in the position for when that thing comes in, that you'll be able to receive it fully. Towards the end of the week, though, it just gets better really for you guys. Pisces, you know, King of Pentacles with the Ten of Cups. So you're definitely moving in the right direction with these changes. That space has been created. The shift and the wind of change is here. You're rebuilding and moving in the right direction. And here we have the promise of, if you carry on that path, what you can bring to your life. Or for some of you, you know, it might start coming in for you, you know, very quickly, even the seeds of it starting to come in towards the end of the week. You know, because here we have the Ten of Cups, which is the, you know, the biggest card of emotional fulfillment, all of the cups. And, you know, these people in the card here, they have this, you know, this rainbow of cards. They have this kind of perfect little life with the house and the children and happiness and that kind of thing. But they also know that they need to feed the rainbow. It doesn't just sort of keep rolling in. They know that they have to keep on doing the work. They have to keep on being, you know, positive and loving and manifesting that. And in return, they keep on being rewarded with this, you know, full suite of cups here. King of Pentacles, you know, somebody else who's living, you know, a beautiful, abundant life with all the silks and satins and, you know, abundance and the castle and that kind of thing. So, you know, this combination to me says emotional and material abundance, you know, contentment and satisfaction. Also, the King of Pentacles holds the Ace of Pentacles here. So, you know, after you putting in this work, the rebuilding, the wind of change coming in, it is really possible that this week, or in, you know, the kind of space that follows on from this week, that a real solid offer does actually come in or is presented to you, one that has the ability to go the distance and create an extremely emotionally fulfilling situation for you. So be on the lookout for that. Yeah, I mean, such a powerful combination to end on, Pisces. So all I can say really on the ending note is that you are heading in the right direction. If you are still in the decision-making process of whether to move on from this past situation, it's really looking like, if you do, things are going to unfold quickly in a really positive direction for you. So Pisces, we'll leave it there. Keep in mind it's a general reading, won't necessarily resonate with every Pisces out there, but I'll be back with you for another reading next week.